This is consistently the case with pseudoscientists, dishonest critics, and all those who do not want to accept the truth, for sectarian, religious, political, pseudo-scientific, or other reasons. A further cause for animosity toward me is the fact that I uncover frauds, liars, schizophrenics, psychopaths, and cheats when they discuss UFOs, contacts with extraterrestrials, contacts with those on the other side, and in other dimensions. Animosity also occurs with channelers who are considered blessed, and other super freaks, etc. I distance myself from these people, and am not afraid to talk with frankness about my knowledge and experiences with them. Of course, all of the frauds, liars, and cheats now maintain that they are part of those 203 of 1 million who are telling the truth, but they do not realize that they are digging themselves even deeper into their lies. Ninth question. Many famous people came to see you, such as Shirley MacLaine, Herman Van Veen, and Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, among others. What did they want to know, and what did you pass along to them? Billy's answer. The reasons why famous people visit me are different from one person to the next. Some people want to see me because they are hoping to reconfirm their personal philosophies, while others come with an honest, personal interest in the mission, the teachings, and contacts. Others visit me hoping they can tie in their sectarian and false assumptions with the truthful spiritual teachings, to gain more importance for themselves in front of others. Shirley MacLaine came to the center for a 5-day visit, from October 27, 1981. She had with her solo, a dark-skinned man, the elders, and his wife. During this time she really plied me daily, for several hours, with questions concerning my mission, the creative and spiritual teachings, universal philosophy, the spiritual and creative laws and commandments, along with their mode of action and reaction, and so forth. She very neatly wrote down everything we discussed, including all my teachings, and recorded them on audio tape at the same time. She published her subsequent book, out on a limb, apparently stimulated by my teachings and the long, weighty disclosures. However, she did not stick whatsoever to the information, truths, and teachings. Instead, she grossly changed and falsified the teachings and the truth until, ultimately, it had no resemblance to the creative truth and spiritual teachings anymore. The teaching became pure fantasy, born from sources that are on a collision course with the truth. They are founded on complete ignorance of the truth because they stem from widely spread sectarian false teachings. After having made many wild claims, it appears, Shirley MacLaine had second thoughts and felt uneasy about them, but did not have the courage to tell the truth and to describe her experiences the way they really took place. With a great deal of imagination, she not only changed my name and the location of our conversations and teachings in her book to South America, but gave me a Spanish-sounding, false name. She blew the conversations and proffered teachings out of proportion until they became an untrue and real story. It seems she was driven by an urge for fame beyond death. She dreamed up alleged knowledge and information, teachings concerning the spirit lessons, rebirth, and former lives, which have no basis in the creative spiritual truth or any truth. I did not give her the slightest hint regarding any of her previous lives, personalities she might have been, or spirit form. Such claims are purely fictional. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, a well-known doctor from Switzerland now living in the United States, who visited me for one afternoon with her sister, has a similar attitude as Shirley MacLaine. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross came with a preconceived sectarian conviction, like Shirley MacLaine, regarding God, reincarnation, life after death, etc., and it appears that she was hoping I would corroborate her faith in the prevailing format. She apparently was trying to amalgamate her false, religion-oriented, and tenable conclusions concerning previous lives, life after death, and a spirit guide who is directing her with the spirit teachings to get a solid foundation for her ghost stories. This attempt failed thoroughly, because the truth is, and remains, the truth for all eternity. Truth cannot be adjusted to some crazy ideas, visions, intrigues or false teachings, and cannot be intermingled with them. The only prominent visitor amongst those who contacted me, who obtained all texts and information without later bartering them off or somehow falsifying them, is Herman van Veen. In the songs he composes one finds an honest and sincere engagement and exposition of spiritual teachings, truth, the creative laws and commandments, and life. He is one of the few famous people, of the many who contacted me, who cannot be accused of any negative, reprehensible actions regarding the misuse of the teachings, truth, etc. The difference between a well-known personality and another so-called normal person is that it is much easier for the celebrity to present his/her false or correct opinion to the broad public, and that the public will believe him or her quicker, and to a greater extent, than would be the case with a regular mortal. I can only give celebrities of this world the same message which I have offered to all others. It concerns the teachings of the existence of creation, the spirit, and the creative laws and commandments which lead towards true humanitarianism through truth, nature, spiritual teachings, peace, freedom, love, wisdom, and knowledge, via the meaning and purpose of life, guiding us towards the goal of all evolution, which is the fulfillment of life, the perfection of all teachings, and oneness with the creative spirit. 10th question. There are now all types of reports concerning extraterrestrial activities and contacts. For example, with the Commando, UMMO, or the Galactic Union. What do the Pleiadians have to say about that? Billy's answer: all reports and claims of alleged contacts by humans on Earth with extraterrestrials of the so-called Galactic Union, a group called UMMO, or with the notorious Commando, are lies, fraud, deceptions, and schizophrenic delusions, as is the case with any kind of channeling and further countless horror stories of alleged contacts. Of a million allegations on alleged contacts with extraterrestrials and beings from other dimensions, etc., only 203 are consistent with the truth. In other words, there is approximately one real contact per 5,000 false claims. There is a sure way to distinguish truthfulness in these reports. Anything that is based on religious, not to mention sectarian messages, is a lie, deception, schizophrenia, or the fantasy of a sick mind. True love and the spiritual teachings know of no religion in our cult religious interpretation, but only of the all-encompassing, all-universal valid truths of creation and the spirit. Regarding Aaron, I would like to say that his name on earth is a pseudonym for the extraterrestrial rebel and criminal heretic who, in earlier times, was already operating on earth with his unlawful, criminal activities.